Because I do believe you can rewire them in the second game. It's not a new thing now, you know? Wolf hands cannot smell you. Hmm. It's just a giant thing of gold. Surprised it hasn't broken that tin, like, shelf. That is fuck huge. Hmm. Silver ingot. Child Empress. Old diary. Excerpt from pages torn from an old diary dated 1841. She'd done up one of her bedchambers with velvet and candles. If she'd brought in a lamp, it would have looked shabby, but the candles made it eerie. I suppose that was the point. One of her servants must have set up an audiograph to play music behind the curtain too, because I could hear muffled strings all evening. We sat around the table and held hands and chanted over a little bit of whalebone she had found. Felt stupid, really. I was hoping for more, some thunder or a witch to appear and dance on the table for us. I don't know. But a sense of presence, some restless energy. It's hard to describe. Something was reaching out to me. Maybe it was Mother. I was upset, angry almost. Felt like the time I got tangled in the weeds at the bottom of the State District ponds, and Father had to jump in and save me. Didn't tell anyone. I know it's just a silly game, but if we can capture voices in audiograph machines, or light with those new silvergraphs, then why can't we capture spirits in some kind of machine too? I should talk to Anton. Wait. Is this... Is this Emily's personal safe? Huh. Oh yes, I read this before. The Child Empress, excerpt from a historical series. There's a definitive moment when the people stopped calling Emily Caldwin the Child Empress. Came after an ambush by the Regenters, an extremist group who wanted Dunwall to return to the authoritarianism of the Lord Regent's time. On the way back to Dunwall Tower, Caldwin's carriage was blocked between two gates when her attackers fired pistols and even throwing a grenade. When the royal protector too far away to be of service, the young empress, only 14, found herself all alone in the carriage save for her friend Alexei Mayhew. Caldwin's supporters are lucky that Mayhew was there, as she was brave enough to grab a grenade that landed at their feet, throwing it back at the assailants and saving the Empress. When one of the men dropped down from the forward gate, it was Emily Caldwin who yanked free a short guard railway brace and beat the man senseless with it. When the city watch coding in, two girls held their ground against the debris of the carriage, and the situation was secure. It is said that Emily Caldwin refused to have the Regenters executed for their crimes, and was hailed by many as her first adult decision as Empress. Cited for her heroic actions, Alexei Mayhew was commissioned by City Watch when she turned 18, was later made captain by Emily Caldwin herself. Purse, feathers, box. Tivian ore. Speculations on the Afterlife. Excerpt from Speculations on the Afterlife by Honora Casello. If soul spirits vanish into the void upon their demise, why then are the wandering ones from folk tales and legends always unhappy? Where are the tranquil and benevolent spirits? Do they not linger in the void like their darker counterparts? I think not. Those who lead virtuous lives receive the gift of oblivion upon passing. They dissolve into the void like mist, casting off worrisome shackles of mortal identity to become one with the foundational materials. Wicked spirits, however, are in a cruel fate. Their punishment is to wander the void for eternity, unable to return to this world and contact their loved ones. They retain only memory enough to suffer. Imagine their pain, drifting through empty expanses alone for centuries. No sensation, no solace, no redemption. An onward spirit grasping with regret in a sea of nothingness forever. Ooh, that's quite a horrendous fate. Key, the other key. Twin-bladed knife. Waiting for it.
You and I were both abandoned to uncertain futures on dangerous streets and taken in by murderers.
Hey, Spock.
Dowd spared your life all those years ago, but I was taught a lesson that you still haven't learned. Some wounds stay with you, even in the void.
Give it to me. I don't have time for this.
Time repeats in the same unending patterns. 4,000 years ago, this knife cut my name away. Forgotten forever. You know what it's like to lose one name and live with another. We are all made by the things that are taken from us.
I've seen the people you've twisted with your poisonous magic. You know what I want. You know I'm coming for you.
I know more than most. I know that time is bleeding into itself around you. I know that you have felt it, and you are searching for the places where the world has broken against the void. I know that Dowd is dead where you left him on your ruined ship, and you will carry that knife with you to face me at the black center of all things.
Why are you doing this? Why are you talking to me now?
I'm here because you are different. The void has found you through the cracks in your broken life. And when you cut me out of it, what will remain? What will you leave behind when you walk away?
What does the outsider want from me? Is he really gone? I have the knife. I need to get back to the dreadful wheel.
Void Strike. Hold left mouse button in order to charge your sword with void energy, then waste it on enemies slash from a distance. Damage is low, but the target will be thrown in the direction of sword slash. You can also use this to break objects or interact with the environment. Nice! So you can strike from a distance. Just leave this way. That was a bit of a rougher exit than I was expecting. Ah, we're here. That was easy. Ooh, that's cool. It's got a leaf. It's got an all voidy. Looked more of a normal two-bladed knife weapon before the outsider got his hands on it. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it just looked that way.
Streets should be crawling with guards by now. Nothing I can't handle.
Ah, there's where that guy's body is.
Doctor was as wee as a minnow. He turned on a night, and ever so slightly, it grew to be large as a narwhal.
I love the rhyme. It's fantastic. Okay, yeah. Can't go that way. I have to go this way. Sorry, I thought I heard something. And not in game.
Found anything yet?
Wrong thing. I meant to look for this.
Hey!
I was doing so well. I suppose it helps when everyone's asleep. Okay, that was close. Not sure if I've gotten Evan from here or not.
Could be anything. Just gotta watch my own back.
Okay, they're still sprawled out. You know, if I hadn't dropped this safe, then maybe... to be honest, she's saying the streets will be crawling with guards, but there isn't many here, to be honest. Well, there isn't any on this side. Ow. That was silly. I was hoping I could vault it, but did not work well. Nice. Use that as a capable distraction. Maybe it's too short range for that, though. Well, let's hope I got everything. We'll save just in case. Go to the dreadful whale. Killed no one, but I have been detected 22 times with 1 arm wrong. And 8 bodies detected. Got 8 out of 11 bone charms, vast majority coins, but only half the paintings. Completed that. I stole contents of Dr. Galvani's safe. I stated the bank personnel using the poppy tincture. An eye for art, stole the painting from the delivery boat. Pickpocket's delight, took the note from the elite guard without him noticing. Bragging rights. Retrieved the gemstone from Doris Michael's bank and stolen information. Copied the address from Mrs. Janet's address book without being detected. Ulterior Centugus, an ex-member of the IOS, so he was a traitor, stole important documents about how to enter the Void and sent them to the Royal Conservatory. Make your way inside and look for the stolen archive. So back in here. Okay, the face on the bottom now is weird. It's... Well, it just ends up looking like, whatever way I looked at it, it was like the cable coming down was like a noose hanging it, and it was like, it's got like a surprised face on it. That's what I ended up seeing. So like, yeah, I was like, oh my god, a noose! You know?
I watched the fires burn all night. Smoke blocking out the stars. Water hissing as the hull of my old ship blackened around his body. Down. Gone at last. How many tried to kill you and came no closer than I did all those years ago? How much coin was on your head, old man? Now no one but the Void can collect. For years, I imagined the outsider offering me his mark. Instead, he's given me the knife that made him. A weapon that can surely unmake him as well. I can't begin to understand his motives, but I know what Dowd wanted. And if he's got to wander the Void forever, maybe I can give him some measure of peace by ending this. As the dreadful whale burned to cinders, did the outsider laugh or just watch? Same as me. It's as fine a pyre as I could make. Farewell, Dowd. I'll finish what you started. I had that ship for years, and it burned away in hours. Dowd is dead, and Megan Foster died with him. One of the Eyeless, a painter and pharmacist, stole information about how to enter the Void. His name was Cienfuegos, and he was obsessed, just like the rest of them. But he went too far. Before the eyeless killed him, he sent what he'd stolen to the curator of the Royal Conservatory. Maybe she could have helped him. He never found that out. The curator is gone, but whatever Cienfuegos sent her is still there. The Abbey of the Everyman has taken over. They've sent overseers and oracular sisters to search the place for heresy. I need to find whatever's left of the pharmacist's archive before they tear the conservatory apart. The information I need could be in the archives down in the conservatory basement, or in the curator's office. It'll be full of Abbey zealots either way.
Blood wept from the wound in his palm. Soon blood welled in his eyes and rolled down his face in long, straining tears. His white wrath lay curled in his marked hand, protected by the boy's strange magic. He staggered through the streets of Dunwall. The world recoiled at his sight, fearful of the plague that gripped his body. There was only one place left for him. Soon he found the shrine that had brought him these powers. Lay inert, even as the boy fell up to his knees before it. He hoped to see the outsider again, but the young man did not appear. The boy looked up from the gutter and felt the void reach out for him. The ones who hurt him were dead. He smiled for this, for only the one who had taken pity on him. For the only one who had taken pity on him in his short years. He lay down in the cold stones before the shrine. "Thank you," a pain whispered to the night air. He lived his final days unafraid. Life fled the boy, and his smile slackened into a dull stare. His little white rat slipped from his hands and left the blood from his cheek. Oh. Okay, so the rat didn't die, just the kid did. Stay here. Alright. A smile and a whisper. Sleeping in abandoned houses and sharing beds with rats and lice brings back bad memories, that's for sure. I keep the rat charm near when I try to rest now. I hold it in my living hand, but she only came once. She only came last night. She smiles, that teasing smile that wrinkled her nose, that smile that always told me she had a secret to share. When she leaned to whisper in my ear again, I held my breath to hear, and I heard her this time, sweet and clear. She said my name, Billy Lurk, soft on her tongue like it always was. My old self, my new self too. I woke up with a start aching all over. The charm of her hair and bone clutched my chest. I don't know what any of that meant. I don't know what she wants from me. But I know all I'll find in the void is more secrets.
A fine day's work, brother. We need only record the heretical texts we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered...
There's nothing I can save from that fire. It's all ashes. I need to check that ledger and see if what I want is still here.
I tell you, I've seen enough take-one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime.
No, this was different. Sister Rosewood saw the archive's hiding place in a vision. She seemed deeply disturbed by what was in it, from what Brother Diaz told me. He heard her whisper, "This could destroy the Abbey."
What? Stop this talk. It is nearing blasphemy.
I guess it's how to break into the void. And, kill the outsider or something.
I'll finish what you started, Dowd.
No more liquor, no more listening to Dowd muttering in his sleep. I held the rat charm hoping to see Deirdre's face again, but now I hope last night was the last time. When she came to me she smiled and I knew she had something to share again. First she kissed my lifeless eye, then she held up what she had been behind her back. It was Dowd's hand, cut off at the wrist and all carved up with the outsider's mark. I watched as she bent her head and kissed its cold flesh, too, all while whispering that language I only heard in the void. She dropped the dead hand and sank back into the black and disappeared. Did the outsider show me this? Is he using Deirdre's face, her hands, her hair, things I'll never share, things I'll keep close to my heart? If that's true, I don't know why, and I don't know what it means for the old man. I don't think he's found any rest on it, even now. Interesting little artwork.